They're rusty, forgotten, and dirt cheap. But inside these wrecks, a shot at glory, sitting under $3 grand. If you've got a wrench and a wild dream, these 11 classics are your kind of crazy. Let's see what's out there before someone else hauls them home. Number 1. 1973 Chevrolet Corvette Hardtop, $3,000. Henrico, Virginia. Here's a manual shift C3 Corvette that's begging for a proper rebuild. This one's a 1973 Chevrolet Corvette with a 4-speed manual, white on the outside and black on the inside. The seller calls it a great project car, and honestly, that's an understatement. The engine and transmission are already in place, as well as the seats, which gives you a good head start. But don't expect to drive this one home. It still needs plenty of work to come back to life. The seller makes it clear, no trades, no automated messages. If you're serious, bring cash and let's talk. This is one of those projects that could easily turn into a showstopper with enough sweat equity. Clean title in hand and located in Henrico County, Virginia. Bring a trailer and a vision. Number 2. 1976 Chevrolet Corvette, $2,500. Lexington, South Carolina. Here's another C3 Corvette from 1976, and it's in rougher shape. The seller says it ran about a month ago, but the starter stopped working, and it's been sitting for around 10 years. This Corvette is being sold with no title, but it does come with a bill of sale, which should help you through the paperwork if your state allows it. Condition-wise, this is strictly a project car. The tires are bad, the body's been through years of weather, and it'll definitely need to be trailered. For someone with time and skill, this $2,500 Corvette could be a fun long-term rescue project. The bones are here, you just need the tools and patience. Number 3. 1969 Ford Thunderbird, $1,000. Buena Vista, Georgia. Now this one's a true shell project, a 1969 Ford Thunderbird with 47,000 original miles, but no engine or transmission. It originally came with a 429 big block, but that's long gone, and someone even cut out the radiator support. However, the seller does have a replacement radiator support, crossmember, and drive shaft, which are included in the sale. He even has an extra C6 transmission that can be added for a little more. The interior is surprisingly nice, and that's not something you usually get with a $1,000 car. There is some rust around the rear of the roof thanks to the old vinyl top, but nothing unfixable if you know bodywork. This Thunderbird is pure project territory. But for $1,000, that's a solid platform to build from. Number 4. 1970 Lincoln Continental Mark III, $2,500. Trinity, North Carolina. Next up, this 1970 Lincoln Continental Mark III comes from a seller who admits he has too many projects and needs to thin the herd. This beast is powered by a 460 big block with a C6 automatic, and while it does run, the carburetor needs a rebuild or replacement. It also needs a new flex plate, but good news, a new one is already included. The driver floor pan has already been repaired, and the seller has a patch panel for the passenger side. It does have rust on the roof and lower quarters, so some metalwork will be needed. A new radiator and water pump are already installed, and he's throwing in extra parts too. This is no fire sale, he's not desperate, but if you're looking for a big body cruiser with most of the heavy lifting started, this could be a killer winter project. Clean NC title in his name. Number 5. 1967 Plymouth Fury 3, $2,000. Davenport, Iowa. Here's a 1967 Plymouth Fury 3. It's powered by a 318 engine and automatic transmission, and the seller says it runs well, but he just doesn't drive it enough anymore. The car does have rust on the rear quarters, and the interior is incomplete, no headliner, and general cosmetic issues. But mechanically, this might be one of the more approachable projects in this batch. The tires are nearly new, which is a bonus when so many of these listings come with flat rubber. If you're looking for a cheap, classic Mopar that just needs some cleanup and light restoration work, this one's worth checking out at just $2,000. Number 6. 1965 AMC Rambler Classic, $1,500. Davenport, Iowa. If you're after a budget-friendly and unique project, this 1965 AMC Rambler Classic might be the one. It's got a 3-speed manual transmission paired with a straight-six engine, and yes, the engine does run, but don't expect it to cruise the highway just yet. The Rambler needs a passenger floor pan and a new muffler to get back on the road safely. The tires are brand new, but the seller admits it hasn't been driven since they were mounted. The interior only needs minor work, making this a manageable fixer-upper. At just $1,500, this is an old-school cruiser you can actually wrench on without breaking the bank.
7. 1964 Chevrolet Malibu Chevelle, $2,500, Lamoni, Iowa. This next one is a true save from the jaws of death story. This 1964 Chevelle Malibu was literally pulled from a scrapyard before it could be crushed. It's powered by a 230 inline-six with a power glide transmission, and the seller says it cranked until the ignition coil gave out. It has 53,000 original miles and comes with a clean and clear title in the seller's name. Structurally, it's in remarkable condition underneath, with only a few pinholes in the floor and trunk. Even better, it comes with a front disc brake subframe and rear end from a '79 Camaro, a bunch of bonus parts, and even an optional 350 V8 from a '94 Silverado if you're ready to upgrade. If you're looking for a well-documented project with solid bones, this Malibu has potential written all over it. 8. 1972 Mercury Cougar, $1,500, Smyrna, Georgia. Up next is this 1972 Mercury Cougar, a model that doesn't get nearly enough love in the classic car world. The seller believes it's got a 304 V8, and while it ran the last time it was started, that was a while ago. It's going to need to be towed, and it's not stopping either. The brakes are out. There's no fluff here. This car needs work, but the seller makes a good point. The parts alone are worth the asking price. Whether you're looking to restore or part it out, this is a fair deal for someone with a plan and a trailer. 9. 1978 Pontiac Bonneville, $1,250, Sylacauga, Alabama. This one's a one-owner 1978 Bonneville, and it's been sitting for years. The car is complete, equipped with a 400 engine and automatic transmission, though the seller hasn't tried to start it. Condition is unknown and there aren't many photos or details, but at just $1,250, it's a good entry-level gamble for someone looking for a full-size Pontiac project. Just be ready for the possibility of everything needing attention, from fuel delivery to wiring to brakes. It's a blank canvas that hasn't been touched in a long time. 10. 1970 Chevrolet Nova 2-door, $1,400, Washburn, Tennessee. Here's another 1970 Nova, and while it's being sold as a project or parts car, it's still complete. There's rust to deal with, and the interior is described as trash, but if you've got welding skills and some patience, the core of the car, its bones, are still good. The biggest challenge here is the lack of a title, which may or may not be a deal-breaker depending on your state. But at $1,400, it's a legitimate entry into Nova ownership without spending four figures just on a shell. 11. 1976 Chevrolet Nova, $1,000, Henry, Tennessee. And last but not least, we've got this 1976 Chevrolet Nova, a full-on project car with the engine included, and the title is in hand. The seller doesn't give us much more info, but at just $1,000, it's a tempting offer for someone looking to get into classic car restoration on a tight budget. From the photos and price, this is a car that likely needs everything, but it could be a great starter project for a backyard mechanic or even just a solid donor body. And there you have it, 11 classic project cars all priced under $3,000 and ready for someone with the time, tools, and passion to bring them back. Whether you're chasing a dream build or just want a weekend wrenching escape, these cars prove that you don't need deep pockets to get started, just the will to rescue a forgotten ride. If you enjoyed this list, like and subscribe to Kingna for more daily finds. Until next time, happy hunting and good luck in the garage.